Today's Zabka archive video is a very special one because this might be my final one. I want to focus more on getting the not the Keanu archives, but the Alex archives more popular. And I know you guys love the William Zabka archives, but I need to focus more on the Keanu and Alex one, so, I hope you enjoy the very last William Zabka archive, but if you guys want more, I might make more, honestly, but for now, this is the final one. So, enjoy the video. So, let's watch. Woo!
And I know, Billy, I think I've heard you talk about before
Stop
where
calling Billy,
he would
William.
kind of pull you aside and give you some advice about things as well, right? I saw you acknowledge that.
Yeah, I mean, I came into this knowing who Ralph was from The Outsiders, and I remember when we did the audition for John, how nervous I was. You probably don't know that. Or maybe you did. But he was just like, you know, he was in The Outsiders, and he just took his time with me and went in with John, and it was a brand new thing. It was my first film. I'd done a bunch of commercials, but this was my first barbecue,
it was in a commercial.
so to speak.
It was really weird.
When I got involved, and then I got cast, and then met Pat.
Is that Pat's daughter?
He did.
Aww,
he
I didn't know that.
Wrapped his arms around me, and he said, you know, listen, I said, if there's anything I do wrong or I could do better, let me know. And he called me BZ from like the first day, and I called him Uncle Pat, you know, as time went on. And he was just a really soothing, funny, generous, genuine guy, and you know, he just broke the air, you know, and it just made it fun and light. And yeah, he watched me. He had my back on a couple scenes. When we did the fence fight scene, I remember in rehearsals I was going about half speed on some of the fights, and in my acting level, and I wasn't projecting loud. And Pat pulled me aside and said, "BZ, you know, when you do rehearsals, you got to give 110%, man. So that way, when the cameras roll, it's like bread and butter, man. It's like bread and butter."
He really said that?
He was right.
Yeah.
So I went back and gave it 100,000%, and then we filmed it, and it went too far. Ralph did it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I did take one in the face that scene.
Oh, gee, I remember that scene, yeah.
I just wanted to add to that. Also, Pat had an incredible work ethic and attention to detail. Certainly when the Miyagi character was created, and John was a big fan of rehearsing and shooting the rehearsals, which I love. You don't get to do often enough. And we really formed a sort of a theater.
Why are they all drinking Dasani? I am just now looking at this.
I remember all the little details. It was so important.
Is Dasani even good? I know water is water, but like, does it really matter?
And I would collaborate as well, but I was just less knowledgeable about it, you know. And it worked for the film too, being the fish out of water. But
when you Google William Zabka, you can see what kind of martial arts he does. It's kind of weird, but then when you Google around, you don't see any martial arts.
Very hard at making sure
I just feel like I should point that out.
He was doing justice for the role and all that it brought, and it's just an absolutely beautiful performance every time I see it.
I bet. Nice. That was a pretty good last archive video for the William Zabka. Woo! I know you guys will miss it. I probably will too, but I want to get more videos for the Alex archives because, you know, that was one of the archives I made after the Keanu archive, so, I'll admit I'll miss making videos for William, but I think he's already popular enough, you know. Even though Keanu is equally also popular, I just want to focus more on Alex Winter, you know what I mean. So the next video is my review of Speed.